Hello, Mind Explorers. Hello, School of Soul Mastery. So today is the last day to register for the Time to Thrive Challenge. And I wanted to go live over here to show you how it looks like from behind the scene and what is the reason for a marketer or a person who is actually in this business already, been through these challenges multiple times, and now just want to sort of like capitalize on what you already have. Okay, so if that's the case, guys, I would just recommend to check out the challenge for the sake of seeing the marketing behind it. The case is that right now it's still the most effective way to market your digital product, course, coaching, program, workshop, or just scale your other business. Because if you're selling some other things, physical products, other services, you can still find this competitive edge, put yourself ahead of your competition, and differentiate yourself from the competition by adding a digital product to your current service or product. Okay, so if you're not doing it yet, then you have to be a part of this challenge, because they will literally show you how you can create a product that you can either add to your existing stuff or sell on its own and earn money on it, monetize your knowledge, your skills, your expertise, your contacts. Okay, but I'm assuming that most of you actually have been through this, and I just wanted to show you what I will be looking at when it comes to this challenge, how you can really use this opportunity for this free event to see how you can market. You can market something that you've already built. Okay, so let me just have a look quickly if I see you guys here, just to make sure that I will have a chance to communicate with you. Yep. All right. So I will drop you a link, guys. Okay. Make sure that you check it out. Whether you're going to sign in for this free challenge or not is up to you. But I definitely recommend at least have a look at the landing page, how it's organized, what they did, what are the parts that are attracting people to a free event, by the way, right? So look how much it's done on this page, and it's all done for a reason. And we will share later what are the exact reasons why they're doing it. So when you're going through it, you will know exactly, maybe I need that for my landing page or for my website or whatever other page you're using. Okay, so here is the link. I'm going to drop it in a comment right now, so you can have a chance to go through it yourself. Again, whether you're going to sign in or not, up to you. It is a free challenge, so it doesn't cost you anything signing up, but you will help us. Even if you're not going to join, you will help us, because we're collecting points with Dean and Tony, brownies with them. We want to be in close proximity with them, and the more people will sign up with us, the better, because they will see us. Hello, Monica. So Monica, you're already in the program, but stay tuned for a second, because I want to show you something. Okay, I want to show you how this landing page is organized, and what is worth to look at. Okay, so here we go, guys. Let me just go straight to this and share my screen and go straight to this landing page right here. Okay, so this is the landing page for the free challenge. Okay, and again, we're looking at it from a perspective of a tool for your program, for your digital product, how you should be marketing your product. Okay, let's just copy the best. We're going to funnel hack the best in business. All right, people who are actually teaching others how to do it. Okay, so look at all the elements over here. It's worth just going through the page to see how they appeal to emotional buyers, how they appeal to logical buyers, by giving you the reasons, right? All the benefits, all the extra information, the statistics about the industry, right? More statistics from checked sources. Okay, they're actually giving you also the proof that it's not just their statistic, but it's actually a research companies that are finding those. They're giving you they're bribing, pretty much like a bribing people for joining by giving free tickets, by giving extra incentives, right? You can win stuff, you can win laptops, you can win palm tops and phones, right? So these are for different people, different things will work. These are some testimonials, some social proof. See, all along the landing page, you have the call to action button that is repeated many times. The button is always on top, by the way, in the top right corner over here, and it's a very strategic place because this is where people always look. Every single person will look at this particular place, and it's proven and checked through heat maps that are showing you where people spend the most time. Okay, so here is also a very cool thing because they're showing you in a real time how many meals they already donated, which is strictly related to the amount of people who signed in for the challenge already or who bought an upgrade. Okay, in the corner over here in the bottom left side, you see the ongoing signups, which is also like giving you this idea that something is happening, right? It's right now. So all these elements are here for a reason. Look how long this page is, right? For a map, a roadmap for logical buyers, another call to action button. So I've been going through these elements multiple times to see how they created this page. We also promoted the challenge this year through ads, and we realized a few things that like why so much information is needed on a page like this. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more later for those of you who will be interested. But for now, guys, this is pretty much what the landing page says. Now, what are you gonna get if you sign in for the free challenge? Is you're gonna have free access to all these to the 5-day challenge, right? Where you can win stuff, where you can get some free stuff, and hear from all these amazing marketers and thought leaders, influencers. Now, after pressing any of the call to action button, it will take you to the registration page that looks like, I'm going to show you, looks like, actually, wait, here. You're going to have to fill in your data, right? Your information, the name, the email, and it will allow you to enter this next page. Okay, so you can have a little video from Dean and Tony congratulating you and telling you about the opportunities that they have for those of you who are more engaged, who want to immerse yourself in this experience, right? So you've all know this. This is what we call an order bump. Okay, right here, or upsell. Order bumps will actually be in a moment. This is kind of like an upsell thing. So what you can have over here is on top of the free challenge, you can actually have access to the backstage, which literally means you will have a chance to join the Zoom calls and not just watch this on Facebook or YouTube. Okay, now why I think it makes sense to just explore this, even like I said, even if you think you're not going to have time to join the challenge, explore the landing page, explore the funnel, because you want to copy this, you want to model this for your own business. All right, so you can see what incentives they're giving for this upsell so people want to upgrade from $0 to, in this particular case, $47 is their upsell, their gold card. You're getting all these extra benefits by upgrading, and on top of that, they're donating 50 meals to Feeding America, right? So all this is just to make sure that people will be more engaged in the challenge. Most of this money is actually spent anyway, but they want to have this closer contact with the group of people that will be joining, because in the big social media platform, they're going to have more than 1 million people this time, right? So obviously they're not going to be able to serve them in a way how they can serve to 30, 40,000 people that will be in the Zoom calls. Okay. Now, the cool thing about this is joining the upgrade, and I already joined the upgrade, and pretty much everybody from my team will join the upgrade as well for two reasons. First, we want to have a chance to be at the coaching sessions, the laser coaching sessions that will be right after the main challenge is finished. And then that's the moment when people have million of questions. They are choosing the questions that are repeating most often and taking one person on the screen to sort of like go through that with that person, and everybody else can have a look at that. But that's not going to be streamed to the wide public. It's only going to be for people who actually upgraded to a Zoom call. Okay. So that's the one reason I want to have access to that, because for us coaches, it's important to see where people are having problems so we can help them better, even to our own community. But another good reason for me to join this one is because I get to keep all the challenge forever. The recordings will be in my dashboard, and I can access them whenever I want to. Okay. Now, why I want this is not because I want to watch this million of times because of the knowledge is so important, because I'm sure that all of these things that they shared, they will share, might be found somewhere else on the internet in bits and pieces here and there. So that is most common reason why people don't want to join. But in this particular case, the more important thing is that you get to see how this is connected for the marketing purposes. So this is very specific way how they're presenting these things, right? It's a hook, story, offer, frame throughout this whole challenge from day 1 to day 5. And you want to see like who they put where, who was the hook, which part was the hook, which part was the story, where was the offer, how they presented the offer, how long it took them to share the story, how long they were presenting the offer. When you're going through this challenge just one time or just live, you're mostly focusing on the content, just like what they're saying, right? You're not really focusing on how this marketing is working, like what time is it right now when that they put down the offer for the first time, right? What was just before this? And you can just break it down to these little pieces to make sure that when you're creating a challenge or a workshop or an event that will be converting prospects into clients for you, you will sort of like model this thing. And that's why you want to go back to this and say, hey, when did they do this? When did they do this? And you can have these replays. You can sort of like have these blocks and see, okay, this day 1, I have to do something like that. Day 2, I have to do something like that. Day 3, I have to drop the offer for the first time, and so on and so on and so on. But you're gonna have a lot of details for it. So those of you who already tried this will definitely appreciate the fact to have that blueprint. Okay, and we will break it down for ourselves as well, so we get to share this with everybody who will be doing this challenge together with us. So you see more information about what else you get through a gold card if you buy the gold card. Now I did buy, and then once you buy it, right, this is the last screen. So you, after paying this $47, you get another video from Dean, and he's just congratulating you again, giving you some tips and tricks. And these tips and tricks are actually also a part of the marketing, and you can see this over here. So he's giving you like few steps how to squeeze more out of this challenge. And what it does is actually helping you for sure, because you're not going to miss out on anything, but also it's helping them bring in even more people. Okay, so calendar, reminding people about calendar, putting a sticky notes on your fridge, or putting a alarm. All these things gives you a better conversion, so more people will show up, because the fact that you have, for example, as 100 people who signed in for your event, it doesn't mean that 100 people will show up, right? So you do want to remind them about this multiple times in order to make sure that actually you have a high show up rate on your event, right? Another thing that they're recommending to do is joining their group. So this is the moment when you can actually retarget, like move all this traffic, all these people who join your event back to your group, right? So you make sure that you have a lot of contact points with these people on Facebook, right? So that's another thing. It's very, very important. This is how you grow your group after every single event that you do. And then finally here, another step is, and this one single step brings a lot of extra people into your events, giving people an extra incentive and an extra push to bring in friends, bring in family, bringing other people with them, which is again beneficial for both sides, because it has been proven, as you can see over here, they even quoted the American Society of Training and Development, that it has been proven that learning with other people next to you, with accountability partners, gives you a much higher chances that you will remember more, and the knowledge retention will be higher. But other than that, also more people will see it, right? Spread it to even more people, and it's going to become a viral event, and more people will join you, right? So this is a very, very brilliant move, and we should remember about this, to keep on reminding people, bring in a friend, right? Finally, they're giving you a badge, right? So also for the social media, they're actually asking you to join a Telegram, which is another way to contact you, to give you more information, share the high resolution pictures, share the frameworks, share the PDFs, right? It's a very easy way to do it. And that's pretty much it, right? The summary: go get your access to a dashboard. So they would send you an email, right? You get an email with an information where to log in and what's happening next. So this is how it looks like, guys, from the back office. Now, I definitely recommend just funnel hacking this thing for the challenge, right? Just go into this link that I dropped. You just see if I have you guys over here still. Hey, Monica is here, already registered. That's cool, Monica. Even if you're already registered, go ahead and check out this landing page again, because I don't know if you've noticed all these things that I just showed. You know, I've looked at this page multiple times. Hello, Linda. Yeah, right. So glad that you're showing this. Will you record and can be shared with the folks we invited? Yes, for sure. You can definitely share this information with anybody who you want to invite. Let them see how it looks like, and let them learn even before they sign in, because this is already knowledge. How to create this page that is converting. That's gold, right? And then later on, once we're joining this challenge, guys, even the free challenge, if you're not upgrading, you will see exactly how they structured this 5 days. What they do day 1, what they do day 2, day 3, day 4, and day 5. How they're hooking you to the idea. Well, you and pretty much everybody who joined the free challenge, right? Then what are the stories that will allow people to break their limiting beliefs and have this idea in their head that they can do it, right? That the gold is out there, that they can get the gold, and with the help of this team, it's going to be worth it, because the reward will be higher than the work you have to put in. This will be delivered through the stories of all the guests, right? And what we want to do with our team, sort of like a little bit behind the scene, we want to meet after the challenge to discuss a little bit more in detail from like the marketing of this, right? The marketing perspective of why they did this. What is this for? What these elements that were shared today are for, right? And where do they lead next, okay? And how we can then move on from the free challenge to the paid program that you have, and at the end of the day, have your business, right? Have clients that you can serve. So for sure, Linda, I hope this is going to be helpful, right? And you'll be able to present this in a nice manner to other people. I really think that joining this free challenge is a no-brainer. Everybody should do it, because you have best in business utilizing the challenge tool to build their digital program, right? In this particular case, the course, they will be offering a course. That course will be dropped during the challenge. You will see which day exactly they will drop it, and it's a very strategic moment, right? And then what happens afterwards when they do it. There'll be no other sales. during the challenge. It's just one offer throughout the 5 days. You're going to have only one offer, right? It's also very important that it is organized like this, because they don't want to overwhelm people. They don't want to make them confused that should I do this, should I do that. So they only give you one option to go with them, or if not, then just take whatever you've already learned throughout the challenge and go apply it, go use it in your business, right? So that's pretty much it. This is how it looks like. Hopefully it's helpful, guys, and you will be able to either share it with other people. I do recommend inviting someone for sure, at least one person, so you can learn in pairs. I personally like to learn in threes. This is just something that worked for me from the past and the best. But again, make sure that you're utilizing the free stuff. And I'm thinking it probably makes sense to upgrade for this $47. Last time they were doing it for $197, the upgrade. So now it's like 1/4 of the price. And why is it important? I already mentioned, is because you get to break it down and actually model this process rather than just consume the information that they share. Okay, and after one time, probably not able to catch everything. So it's worth to have the replays, because the original challenge videos will be deleted from Facebook after the challenge, right? They will give it a couple days, and after these couple days, they will be taken down and you won't be able to see it anymore. So now is the chance to have it for free. I know for sure that most of these people, because of the marketing reasons, they would put the best bits, the latest discoveries, sort of like the most juicy parts in the challenge, just to open up this curiosity loop and invite you into this paid bigger program that is presented during the challenge. So as some of you might not really need that big program, especially those of you who already had programs from Dean and Tony in the past, maybe it's not the time for you to buy the big program. Nevertheless, the challenge itself is something that is just one of a kind, because every time you have different guests, right? And these guests have their own unique perspective on things, and they get to share with you, some bits and pieces that might click. Just might be one thing that you missed out later, last time you were doing this, and this time you'll say, hey, what that person says, that's gold, right? That I can use that. But you might just miss that in the first one. So for $47, you get to keep it forever and scroll through this, or just break it down to pieces, like we will be doing it afterwards, to really use it and apply it in your business. Okay, that's it for now. I hope that some of you will be able to join our session today. And we are meeting 1:30 PDT time, which is Los Angeles time today, to answer all your questions regarding the challenge, guys. We're gonna share with you 3 pro tips how you can use this challenge for your marketing. I pretty much just shared some of it already. But other than that, you get to meet everybody who will be supporting our team throughout this 5 days of challenge. If you're signing in for the free challenge with our link that I just dropped at the beginning of this live, you get our help, the help of 3 coaches for free as well. We'll be meeting before the challenge and after the challenge. You can join whichever session you want. There'll be altogether 5 of them every day, and then a little bit of a kickstart just before Dean and Tony is going live. So that's pretty much it. And I hope to see some of you today in the evening. Let me just have a quick look if I don't have any other questions. Not for now. I think we're good. So yeah, guys, you have the link. I'm gonna drop you also a link to our meeting tonight right here in the chat right now, just in case you'll be looking for it. We'll see each other tonight or during the challenge. So take care, have an awesome rest of the day, and I'll see you on another video.